Howdy partners, it's your buddy John here. Welcome back. Last time we left off, we did a little side thing called Elliot Embedded. However, it seems to have disappeared. Had a few technical problems. Had to play back up from a certain point, and it seems we lost that. I'll try to get that back off screen. We won't have to show that again because we saw it last time. But let's just go ahead and jump into the next chapter here. Yeah, Operation Cloudburst.
Squad 7's suppression of the enemy camp on the West Bank gave us the foothold we needed. Now we'll join the Army's vassal battalion in Operation Cloudburst to take back the bridge. Militia forces will take the point, crossing the bridge and attacking the eastern camp.
Captain, crossing that bridge means breaching the enemy bridgehead. What sort of on-site backup and supplies can we expect from the Army on this?
The plan calls for the Army to commence its operation after we've struck the bridgehead.
Wait a minute. So we're just being offered up on a platter?
I know how you feel. I felt that way when I was a militia foot soldier too. But sometimes being a soldier means taking on tough missions. Even
Oops, sorry.
Understood, Captain.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Faldio. Breaching that bridgehead by ourselves is... it's going to be tough.
Captain Virat, may I go observe the area around the bridge?
Observe it? I don't mind, but what do you...
Welkin!
Sergeant Melchiot, what is it?
Oh, sorry to interrupt the meeting.
We're finished, it's fine. Now, I assume there's a reason for your visit?
Yes, Captain. Welkin, I mean, Lieutenant Gunther, the squad, they're at each other's throats.
What?
Please stop them, sir. I tried to, but I couldn't.
You want me to break it up?
It is kind of your job, just saying.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be better to just let them have it out.
Let them have it out? You can't just ignore them.
I'm not ignoring them. I think it's important that they say what they're thinking. Butting heads over differing opinions can be one way to bring people closer together.
This really isn't the time.
Well, but... that may be, but I still... Look, you can't just sit here while your squad's tearing itself apart. It's not right. Now get a move on, sir.
Apparently that's a direct order. Okay.
Hey, Alicia?
Sounds like he's got his hands full.
It's all part of growing as a team.
Okay.
Hold on! Okay, what's going on here?
You really have to ask, Lieutenant? It's either her or me, pal. Who let her in anyway? You really think I'm gonna work with a dark hair? She'll blow us all up. Besides, I can't stand the stink of her! Her type's got a bad reputation and everybody knows it. No Darksons allowed. You hear me?
Oh yes, I've heard everything you have to say. But I'm still a human being, the same as you. Besides, no evidence exists to substantiate what you call the Darkson calamity. It's a myth.
Excuse me? So what, you're calling me stupid
Well,
now?
I am,
That's
kind
enough.
of.
Okay, boss man. We won't fight alongside no Darkson. What about that, can't you understand?
How are you allowed to talk to a superior officer like that? Most disciplined
Another
fighting
thing we
force
ain't
the world
doing
has ever seen.
is taking orders from some hotshot greenhorn.
All right, fine. Now listen and listen good. I'll have that bridge back in Gallia's hands in 48 hours.
Huh?
Now, if my plan fails, which I doubt, then I'll resign. And Squad 7 will be all yours, Largo. But if my plan works, you'll take my orders and like it.
Your funeral, boss man. You sure about this?
Yes, I am.
But... wait a sec. Welkin?
Okay, we're moving along pretty decent speed, I think. Sub-episodes. Some episodes listed in book mode are marked with an asterisk. These are sub-episodes, often telling a side story tangential to the main plot. For that reason, it is not necessary to view them in order to advance in the game. Though there is no penalty for skipping sub-episodes, they often offer a different perspective on the events unfolding in the story you won't find elsewhere. Okay.
Welkin?
What's up?
What's up? You just made an insane promise, that's what's up. I'm sorry, Welks. I shouldn't have argued.
It's nobody's fault, Ace. It's a war. We're all on edge here. And this mission certainly isn't helping. It's little wonder the troops are upset.
Yeah?
That's why pulling this operation off is the perfect way to bring the squad together.
That'd be great if it works. But how can you possibly hope to take back the bridge in just 48 hours?
Well, that's the hard part. Aha!
Huh? Aha, what?
I was hoping, but there they are. Isara, Alicia, think you can do me a favor?
Sure, what is it?
You follow me?
No, you kind of cut out there. I didn't get any of that.
But that's... is that even possible?
Well, Ace, think you can make it by tomorrow?
Yes, I'll get to work on it now. All right. I'll trust you on this.
Thanks, Alicia. Well, let's get started.
Okay.
All right, let's hear this brilliant plan. And it's too late to back out, boss man. You got that? So let's hear it.
We're going to strike the enemy encampment on the east bank.
Whoa, hold it. You're asking us to die for you?
No, just you.
One squad ain't breaching that bridgehead, buddy boy. That would be suicide.
We're not taking on the bridgehead. We're taking on this, the river. We'll use the fog as cover as we cross the river, then launch a surprise attack.
Oh, come on. Is this just some game to you, boyo?
Well, actually, technically it is. Just putting that out there for future reference.
Swimming a couple of foot soldiers over there ain't gonna do much if we got no tanks.
Don't worry, I've got that covered. Isara?
I've fitted the Edelweiss with water-resistant measures to allow for submersion. It will only hold for a few minutes, but it should be enough to cross.
Hold on just a sec. Ships come through here. It's gotta be too deep for a tank.
We're covered. Look, see that over there?
What's that? Grass?
Missile reed, a tall aquatic plant found in the estuaries of some rivers.
Every day is a school day.
I noticed them when I came down to observe the river. This stretch runs shallow. Shallow enough for a tank to drive across. Trust me on this.
Think we got him on the ropes. Yo boy's speechless.
First, the Edelweiss will cross over and clear out any Imperial patrols on the shore. Then Lieutenant Gunther will send up a flare, signaling the rest of us to follow by boat.
Right. Now let's get started. I'll see you on the other side.
Okay, real quick. Somebody told me that this is going to be definitely more difficult than the ones we played before, so I kind of cheated. I went and looked into it and trying to find a strategy. I think I've got one picked out. I think that might work. I hope. But, yeah.
The Edelweiss swims just fine. Fall in, Sevens!
Okay. So, the plan I have, let's actually pull up the map before I get too far into it.
Let me brief you on Operation Cloudburst. We'll be working with the Vassal Defense Battalion.
Okay. The enemy is stationed around the east end of the bridge. You have a powerful pair of advantages going for you now. One, you're behind them. Two, they don't know you're there. Strike them hard and fast to make best use of that edge. Your objective is to occupy the enemy's base camp located at the mouth of the bridge. It's possible the enemy will detect your approach as time goes by. Once they do, count on them calling for backup. Get to that camp fast if you want this to end pretty. Many enemy tanks are stationed in the area, but some still have their engines shut down, meaning they will not attack you. Any inactive tanks whose radiators aren't glowing and whose cannons aren't in position can be ignored completely. Also, look for. Also, it looks like they have got extra tanks of Ragnite sitting around throughout the area. A gunshot should be able to detonate those and hopefully take out any nearby tanks or foot soldiers. Victory. If the enemy base camp was captured. Failure. 10 turns pass. Wilken dies. The enemy occupies a Gallia's base camp, where all ally soldiers and reserves are killed. So, the biggest difference is we have to get this done in 10 turns faster than we usually would have to. Usually it's a 20 turns. Most missions, it seems, if you're going to get a failure, but this time it's 10, so that's position units. Now, the plan I have, I really don't need that many people. I think Alicia, and I think the next best option is somebody to blow up a hole in a wall. I think Largo will put you in, and just in case, Rosie, there we go, there, the whole gang's here, okay. Alright, go ahead and deploy.
Operation Cloudburst is set to begin. I know you can all make this work.
Okay. Okay, so...
Take down the bridgehead as quickly as possible. Squad 7, move out!